What's going on, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, my fighters? I'm One Eyebrow, also known as PT. Don't know if I'm winking or blinking, but I'm definitely thinking about the Walking Dead universe. And this again, spoiler warning for all things Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead and the Walking Dead. Spoiler warning. Now we're going to talk about Season 6, Episode 12, so spoiler warning for that. And as you can see, you got Michonne and Rick on the right, Grace, and yes, that is Morgan on the left. And 6x12 of Fear the Walking Dead is going to focus on Grace and some sort of dream sequence in the episode, so I can't wait to see that. And for all things Walking Dead, make sure you're subscribed to the PT channel so you don't miss out on our daily videos. But like I said, we got Morgan and Grace on the left, and it looks a lot like Rick and Michonne on the right from the dream sequence, or I guess dream sequences. But look at the beard and the fake hair on Morgan. But you're going to see Morgan and Grace, they go to talk to June, and there looks to be some sort of time jump, but it's all a dream. This is what Grace is dreaming for some reason. Again, I haven't seen the episode, but it has me interested, but this looks kind of cheesy. I hope it makes sense. And for those who don't know, the girl with the bag on her right shoulder is Charlie. So they're having a time jump and an aged up character like they did for Judith and Negan and Rick and Carl, and I guess Michonne too. But I don't know if this is an exact copy of it. It's very similar. I'll highlight more of that in a second, but it does highlight a lot of things. Like you see an aged up character like Carl was definitely older here. Judith was definitely much older at the time. And I'm not mad at it because it's part of the Walking Dead universe, but it's like you're stealing a lot of stuff from the Walking Dead. And season 6 of Fear the Walking Dead is one of the highest rated seasons on IMDb. And I wonder why, because they're taking stuff from the Walking Dead, which is okay. It's all part of the same universe. But if you think about it, we got some copying again and some similarities. Look at Morgan, look at Rick. And if you watched the opening minutes of 6x12 of Fear the Walking Dead, Grace is asleep or passed out in the woods. Now, Rick's not passed out or asleep in the woods. He's in his bed, but it's a dream sequence. He's got his eyes closed, boop, eyes open, and Grace is attacked by a walker and saved by Athena, who I'm guessing is her daughter, but she says she's Morgan's daughter, so I'll have to see how that plays out. Rick wakes up from the dream sequence in a safe Alexandrian bed, and you look at the flowers, the yellow flowers with a dream sequence. It's just obvious that they're playing that right here with Grace, the yellow shawl thing with the flowers on the dress, the yellow flowers. I mean, come on, right? And again, I ain't mad at it. Well, we got some copying here. And no wonder why season 6 of Fear the Walking Dead is so highly rated, because it's taken from The Walking Dead. It's going to be great. And there's people out there that are like, yeah, I think Fear the Walking Dead is better than The Walking Dead. Well, if you copy things, it just works, right? But just looking at this, it takes me back to when Rick was on the show. We see Rick, Michonne. Are we going to get Old Man Rick in the movies? Are we going to see Old Man Rick come back around on The Walking Dead season 11? It just takes me back to season 8 of The Walking Dead. You know, not the best season in my opinion, but simpler times when Rick was still on the show. They call June a doctor. She says that she's self-taught. She was a nurse, but she looks the same. Maybe a little gray hair, but Michonne looked the same. So again, similarities with it. June, Michonne, Grace looks the same. Michonne looks the same. And if you think about the dream sequence, besides Rick going away, Michonne going away, and Carl going away, Judith's still around. They saw that Alexandria was rebuilt, but Alexandria was attacked. Negan was part of the community. They highlighted some things that came true, but didn't come true too. So I don't know what to make of the dream sequence way back in season 8, but if you think about it in relation to Grace and on Fear the Walking Dead, she goes back to the community with Athena, Morgan's community, and Morgan's daughter in the dream sequence. It's kind of like a sanctuary, a safe spot. Alexandria, a safe spot for sure, right? And Alexandria is still here, but will Morgan's community still last too? Here they put up more walls, they put up different barricades around it so walkers just can't come in, other groups can't come in. And with the dream sequence foreshadowing of a future that didn't really happen, is this what could have happened on The Walking Dead or should have happened? Because Rick's not there, he's not Old Man Rick. But will this happen in season 11? A lot of people want it to happen, but I'm not sure. Maybe the Rick movies, who knows? And again, it's not the same, but it's the same. It's the same, but different. It's not an exact copy, but it's pretty darn similar. Remember this? What were you thinking about it? Negan's going to be a part of the community, and he is. So it was foreshadowing with Negan and Judith, but not with Rick, Carl, and Michonne, because what's the odds of that they're all gone from the show? And they're really playing up. Rick was pretty old. Morgan looks super old here. But I have to say that Negan looks pretty good in this one, right? I mean, he's got the gray beard and he looks older, but they really love aging up the men with the beards and the gray hair and the gray beard. It's like, I guess it's easier to do that, but I don't know. But if you saw the opening minutes of Fear the Walking Dead 6x12, Morgan doesn't know Grace in her dream sequence. Athena was born here, so we're assuming it's Grace's daughter, but Athena says she's 16 years old, and Grace is like, what? This was just built a couple months ago or sometime, but not 16 years ago. And then she's like, Morgan? And she's not pregnant. So it's like, what's going on here in her mind? And why is she dreaming like this where people don't know her or she doesn't know certain people, right? It's just weird. Is it a nightmare? But look at Morgan, right? He looks like that Samuel L. Jackson character in one of those movies. I saw the memes. I don't know what movie it's from, but that's all I keep seeing every time I see him here. And again, I know it's not the same, but it's very similar in my opinion of Rick's dream sequence. So they love doing that on shows where they're like, we're going to have a whole episode with the dream sequence, but even though we're going to see Riley and present day Morgan, the submarine key and some aspect of that, but it's going to focus a lot on Grace this episode, which I'm not sure about. It could be good, could be dumb, could be boring. Hopefully it's only like half the episode or a certain percentage of it, and then we see Morgan and Riley and the end is the beginning people and Alicia and Teddy and all that stuff. Hopefully they're seeing this episode too, so it's not all about Grace, but I hope it makes sense. Let me know your thoughts about The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, The Walking Dead universe, and anything we discussed in the video. Thank you guys, stay safe, and as always, tell them Daryl.